After we do it, say hi to YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube later. We got 2 chapters to discuss. We got Big Brain Traumerei making Aguero look like a dummy. And last week we was running around doing a lot of things, so we're gonna talk about it. But let me see what y'all saying in chat right now. Let me see. Branch family has maybe nice. Well, I don't know about that. Bam is nicer. Always spent on Bam. Certified Bam lovers. Winbird needs respect. Why does he need respect? What did he do? Traumerei impressed me this chapter. Fun stuff. I can't wait to see what happens next. But Bam gonna sick Leviathan on the branch heads and swallow the whole tree. That'll be interesting. You only like Spider Mom because she packed my goat. A Vankel deserved that. She's a fraud. Oh, Vankel's trash, garbage, booty, a fraud. Yo, what's up, Lizard? Put Trauma up there. I did land error C. Always better on on Bambino. Yeah, I put Trauma on. Don't worry. I put Trauma. Say out of YouTube. Fun chapter, yo. Aguero greater than Traumerei. I think so. I mean, no, he lost. 8 out the chapter for me. Traum moved me, couldn't too, but he couldn't. Well, smart a family had, which is right. I like that, that they tried though. Love works. White garment widow gonna have a compressed wife. Waifu design for sure. I don't. I'm scared. When he said flip, I thought you meant upside down. Oh, no. Let me see. And Darcy had just been regulated to background upon entering the arc. She was going crazy when she was trying to pack up Lilia. Then I don't know what happened after that. Naya having a Zelda withdrawal symptoms right now. I feel that's something to get Tears of the Kingdom. You don't have it yet? Jeez. I don't know how you're living right now. I need that. I still think Traumer has the most twisted smile behind that mask. Probably. I hate that mindset. Street saying Mew Love would have packed up Traumer. Of course you would have. Easily. Come on now. Love packing Zahard and don't waste time on trifles. Ever hate is undeserved. It is deserved. Van is trash. Streets of right. I was right about Van Kel. I feel so vindicated about that one. But all right, let's go through the chat last week's chapter a little bit because secretly I don't remember it as well as I probably should have. So I need to look at it to refresh my memory a little bit. And I'm still hoping another translation group comes out and tries to bro, what the hell? Okay. So Bam and them are ready. Oh yeah, so this is where Holland gets packed up. So they run into the room where Yuri and Holland and Tiara are all fighting. And this was interesting because for some reason it looked like Tiara's ability activated when Bam was there. Like she turned into Shinsu, and I think he also turned into Shinsu based off the scenario she had written down in the book, right? So that was weird and interesting. You guys have any theories to what's going on there? Do you think it's because it's a spell? Is it just a regular shenanigans? Is it something very specific? Like, what do you guys think happened with that? Like, that was very weird to me. I wasn't sure. I wasn't surprised it happened, but I was not sure what it was. 9 out of 10 chapter, easy Traumerei actually doing cool-ish instead of just being a freak. That's an instant W. In my opinion, that cocky trifle Aguero in the mud, well, we eat it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Ton of people on Discord and Reddit really disliked the last chapter. Why? Aguero's a very popular character though, so I don't know if they like seeing him being in a negative light, so to speak. But I don't know. Uh Tier really hit a transformation. I'll be waiting on the next few chapters. The setup is good in this last chapter. I thought about this. What if Hendo was the Vitra of TOG? He's so strong they had to nerf him with a set lifespan and lack of breeding ability. Well, he can breed, but he has to breed for his lifespan. I wonder if I don't know if that was true, but I could see something like maybe he has a defense so impenetrable they have to do something to rein him in. But I think that I personally think he went against the group think. He was probably maybe I don't want to go along with this, and they're like, okay, well you don't get immortality Q, and you got ostracized from the group. You know what I'm saying? A lot of groups, the moment that you have like a lone wolf mentality and you kind of go off the beaten path, a lot of those groups will basically kick you out the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the organization, so to speak. So I wonder if he was just a person that went against the mold or didn't want Jihad to be king or something, or was like, why are you doing this to V and Arlene? You never know. We never know. Oh my God, where was I? I just thought about this. What if I know? Blah blah. I was thinking of Thorn got a copy ability or something. Well, Bam could already copy, so I'm not. It wouldn't be crazy if he just started doing it subconsciously or something. Traumer's like 3-0 on flipping people's plans back on them. Gustang marriage leak, Kun, and apparently he knew the traitors plot the whole time. Fair enough. We need to see how these next these 4 chapters play out. I think we'll need them all to have the whole pictures. Okay. Gustang found a way to create an irregular. I don't think so. Force Shinsu activation. I feel like it's a spell. That's why Bam can outmaneuver it. It being spells would make the most sense. Also, Tiara's power is with her pen, right? I believe it's the pen. It's not the book. I think the book's only power is to actually suck people into the book, perhaps. The whole thing to goad Yuri to doing that was just a thing. I think as long as she writes it with the pen, it'll happen because she turned it big and wrote it on the ground. I become an all-consuming, devouring beast. The end. Which I thought was weak imagination on her part. I was a little disappointed with that. Come up with a better creative scenario, Tiara. I believe in you. I believe in you. I told you weeks ago, Naya, when Tiara first popped off with the Shinsu embodiment, he watched the anime, saw the BS, and wrote it in. You did say that. She writing laws that changes Shinsu, so maybe Bam is unconsciously copying that ability. Whatever she writes, his ability just copies it. Interesting. Weeks, yeah. Could be irregular shenanigans too, since Bam be stealing techniques. They really hate Aguero rack so much. I think Bam copying the ability as he does with everything he gets hit with, similar to when he learned the flare wave explosion in the black hole sphere. That's good. You watched the anime. Confirmed. Jihad don't fuck with you. It's over. LOL. Remember when Bam somehow copied Arya's ability unconsciously similar? Okay, that's a good point. The time rewind manipulation is a good point. A lot of people dislike Kun, Rack, and Dorsey in the score. Really, it's all that dislike popular character type beat. They don't represent everyone. Okay. Zahard never did anything wrong. Zahard to go to the regular. That is Zahard, not the king. She needs a surface to write on. When she wrote to become an all-consuming beast, why didn't she become Bam or Kirby or Galactus or something? Which chapter are we talking about? We're talking about both because I didn't do a discussion last week. So 571 and 572 is all open game. You can talk about whatever you want, whatever you want. So yeah, you're free to speak about whatever you want. So yeah, can I? Is anybody a little bit disappointed with Holland? I don't know what I expected, honestly, but I can't say that I've liked how he's been utilized. I can't say that I'm a fan of it. I thought there was some intrigue there, but I can't say that I like the way that it played out. I don't know if anyone else cared though. If you didn't care, you didn't care. It's fine. But I'm just kind of thinking from the standpoint of like, this was the biggest up and comer in your family amongst the Haslings or whatever the case may be, right? And I thought he had a lot of good solid moments. His ability to create like the dead divine sea creatures that extinct or whatever seems really cool, and probably have different abilities. Like he used one like centipede like a spear and stuff. I'm like, okay, I like that. Obviously, when I realized that, I think that he's like named after and a reference to Erling Haaland, the football player, who's an up and coming 22-year-old who's just breaking records, going crazy. You could say he's the next up, so to speak. I was like, okay, there's a little correlation there. So I don't know if maybe I had my expectations. It didn't happen, so I'm let down. But I think I expected more. I should have known from the moment Bam just Dragon Clawed with Leviathan, it was cooked. But he couldn't do nothing to Tiara and Yuri at all. I guess there's levels to this. Princess are hard as above hatchlings, I guess, but I don't know. My tongue is burning. Like what? I don't know. Like when Gustang left him alive, I was like, okay, like something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I knew he was a far from the start. Me, very underwhelming. I never rated that bozo. Whoever gassed him, you're lost. Fair enough. Yes, I'm in the mud. I thought Holland was the one. I don't think he's done yet. Remember, even Jam Jam is still here. Jammy. Shout out to Jammy. Not really, no. I didn't expect much from him. Hyped him only to turn him into a blob monster. I was hoping he'd be able to box with Yuri and Tiara. I thought he could do something like my hope was that some of the creatures that he have should have their own like special abilities, right? So what if he summons some parasite from before the 10 great warriors existed and it's like poisonous? You know what I'm saying? Like I thought something would happen because even Ren, despite losing the way he lost to Bam, he had a cool ability that I liked that Bam had to circumvent, figure out, overcome, and then pack him up. So I was hoping for a bit more, maybe. But again, maybe that's just my fault. Um, yeah, no standards like as we just said, he's just an extra. With a Bam being able to transform, I want to see him do a Leviathan transformation with both Thessers at the same time. That'd be interesting, but I don't think SIU is ready to showcase what Bam can do at full power yet. He seems to be holding back. No matter what, Bam will never combine and use. And well, he's done it once in season 2, but right now he'd be like, imagine the Thorns, Leviathan, Orb, Black March, everything, right? Blue Demon, all that stuff, and he combines it in the way White was saying, the souls, everything. I just don't think that the time for that has come yet, but I think at some point someone will have to push him to there. So you had no expectations. Holland, I'm glad he didn't be some goofy power up from getting weight washing the nest, but I don't think he should have appeared to get washed like this. I think I agree. I don't know if he's 100% packed. He could still be something, but I just like it's not looking good for him. And people thought that he was a guy who fooled the lane. Nah, y'all tweaking with that garbage. I never said that. I always thought he'd be a jobber. Family has always been disappointed because we're following a regular for him, only for him to get packed up that quick. But to be fair, he was kind of sick from the Gustang curse. So I never thought he'd be that guy after Bam low diffed him using minimum Leviathan power. Did Holland ever deliver the message? He did. He did. I think he did. I think if he would have separate storylines where we followed other records and regular, Holland would come into play. Now you're disappointed in the marriage tournament not happening, or you don't care. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I never necessarily believed this was a princess war like that, anyways. So I don't care. I was never that you never. I I was not personally sold on that, so I don't really give a damn. Part of me is like maybe this is better because I don't know what the hell he was gonna do with that. Full true self, all powers combined. Bam Loki feels like a copium hope at this point. Remember from chapter 551, Jihad said that Traumerei was gathering his army at his mothership, so if the Wolf Branch should have their hatchling, that may be Elaine's tempter. They look similar, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're related. Plus, Wolf Branch to some effect, so I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if he's a tempter though. I feel like maybe she's more related to that group, but again, we'll see. We'll see. Another unresolved fight with Yuri versus Tiara. I'm okay with it, but I think most of us knew he was gonna do that, and I think we're used to this with Tower God at this point. He doesn't really let any fights end with a conclusive. This person is stronger than that person. I don't know why he does it, but yeah. My tongue is burning. I actually couldn't tell if Holland was stronger or weaker from the burning tongue, his hot ass breath. Cause like the intensity of which he's drawn and the auras and the creatures around him changed after he got pissed off after they killed Perseus and Perdity. So I actually couldn't tell. Part of me was like, is he stronger now? Is he just angry? He's just mad? I don't know. Yuri's still frustrated. She can't hit him. Don't resist. Bam activates the thorn right before Thing touches him. They both turn into Shinsu. Doesn't work. My ability is triggering. Bam just looking at her like, does Bam know? And I thought Yuri was gonna figure out what was going on because she said, "What the ability also trigger for Bam too? What is happening here? Is that?" But then she Tiara says, "Is that what allows him to become close to father? What allows him to threaten the lives of the 10 family heads? The ability of an irregular." So is this something like, so if she uses against Traumerei or like Pobedel Gustang, does the same thing happen? Is it consistent amongst her regulars? Or what and did she not know Bam was an irregular beforehand, or was it only when she used this Shinsu whatever ability on him and it didn't work that she was able to discern this? I really don't think he makes this shit clear enough. It's very frustrating. Where I'm like, do niggas know or not know? Because they'll be like, uh, how could a C rank? Like, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. Enough of that. All right. It's like it's getting annoying. It's like I can't tell. I need some confirmation. Hydrate. All right, my bad. My bad. I'll hydrate, bro. I gotta hydrate. Delicious. I lied. Water doesn't taste like shit to me. Water to me is like liquefied air. It doesn't taste like anything. SIU is setting up. I feel SIU set up the marriage tournament because he wanted to bring all the female characters back into the story and didn't know how else to. That's your theory. Honestly, like how do I get like Yuri and because they'll come for Bam. I hear you. I hear you, and I'm not could like be in the background waiting a standby to see what's going on with Dorsey because that makes fair enough. Fair enough. Where was I? For me, Tiara was obviously winning, but SCU not showing her losing. Yeah. By tempter, does he mean the guy who Elaine wanted to escape with? Yes, yes, yes. Who happened to be testing her? Yes. I'm fine with the outcome. It's somewhat obvious. Yuri would have gotten packed up. Tiara survived at least the W for us Tiara fans. I wasn't sure. Like I wasn't sure what he was gonna do. And when they saw the family had and Mate popped up, I'm like, oh no. I don't know. Where do you think the story is going in this arc? Like this should be a setup for a bigger arc, like SLU did the nest in the cage. I actually don't have a vision right now. If you force me to put my tinfoil hat on and make a prognostication, which I'm not good at and I don't like doing, I have this inclination that they're somehow going to end up now at the Pope and Alf mothership. Like they go from one mothership to the next. But there's also a part of me that's like, at some point, are they gonna go to that FUG tree, the tree of Arlene, where like Mew Love and the rest of them are at? And with the traitor storyline, I wonder if the great grandfather and the stuff with Laura and stuff are all gonna come full circle. But I don't even know where they're warping to. I have no idea, honestly. I don't have a great guess, but there's a part of me that wants them to just get sent to the local the Pobedal mothership, and I'll be like, oh, I love it. And Rachel's there, Rachel and Bam reunion. I need that. We all know who won that fight. Yeah, Tiara. I really wanted to see Beam, Bam do some animal stuff soon. We'll see. We'll see if he does it soon. P Diddy, I lost where it was. It's still a wild name for me with all these months later. I just got excited when he was fighting with the Sea Snake and he was pulling out multiple powers at once. I think when the next big fight happens with Bam, SU will start combining powers more often. These are my hopes. I even like. I even don't mind if he's switching in and out. I with you because he pulled out a couple of things. You're right. I hear you. Um, I don't understand SIU's brain, so I can't help you there. We'll see what happens though. This was always going to be a problem when Bam would eventually face Tiara because SU cannot let an ability we like cook for longer than 10 seconds. Yuri's washed now? No, Yuri's not washed. But this is not a good matchup for another good opponent because is not a cerebral fighter. She's athleticism and experience. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's a stupid fighter, but I just don't think she was smart enough to figure out how to circumvent that ability. I don't think she was smart enough. It's not a good matchup for her. I think sometimes matchups matter. You have to know when you shouldn't fight somebody. Like to use a really dumb, simple example, Zoro versus Enryu is not a good matchup. Metal is a conduct is it will attract the lightning and electricity. It's not a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering what Gustang is cooking because sending people to get Bam was a plan destined to fail. Yep. The snake escaped with Bam. Yep. Yuri stocks in the mud. No, no, not really. But Tiara time. War. Remember how Traumerei said if Bam's group interferes with the capture of the traitor? Yes, I remember. Did they interfere by saving Laura? I don't know. I don't know. But if Traumerei's not going to himself to get them, they're gonna get away, in my opinion. I don't care that she said the branch, the family, the branch leaders after them. They're not stopping Bam, bro. And Yuri's with them. They got the sea snake, and he's like some weird thing they can't figure out. You get a bunch of Princess of the Jihad with them. Come on, baby. A lot of trauma actually tried to clean up his family. Like this wasn't. I don't care what anybody type shit. It would be dumb if he was. Yes, I like that. Um, we're getting slowly a lot more reveals about Trauma and his personality secretly. It seems like he keeps like he does enjoy watching people like suffer and squirm, but he doesn't like make like I'm thinking of the Ganon face right now where he's just reveling in the evil, but like no. But like he's like I enjoy watching you suffer. Goodbye. Like some people are like that. Because I'm secretly like that in like football. Like I like to psychologically break opponents. It I love it. And I won't be like in my head I'll be like, look at him. Look at the hope. The hope left that nigga's eyes. I love that. I love it. So I think Tiara didn't know the ability would work for Bam as well. I know, I think so too. This is something Gustan created, like a bug inside the quill as a precaution not to hurt Bam. Oh, that's interesting. But I feel like Gustan should know that Tiara can't hang with him. But I don't know. That's interesting. Like there's a fail safe in there, kind of like the 13-month series having the ghosts. Like I don't think he ever wanted anyone to find all 13. So if you activate two at once, you get possessed by the ghost of the 13-month series. Interesting. Fail safes. I hope Kaiser, Elaine, uh, what was her real name, would be a part of this arc or something has to do with Lopobia. I was thinking from the nest when we went to Lopobia's like place, I was hoping she'd be more involved. I personally have given up on Elaine being important in any capacity. If I get it, I'll take it and I'll be happy. But I'm done begging for it. I'm not crying for that shit no more. Crazy how season 3 has been setting up to this full on war arc and it's not that hype. You don't think so? I mean, I don't know. We'll see when it all comes up. She is Braun. She is Shaq. Now draw her guarding Shaq. Whatever happened to Yuri's bubble ability? I don't know. The little thing she used against Karaka and she used to save like them from the boiling acid did it during the dollar show. No idea. Excuses. Bands were the one. Facts. Do you know anyone's supposed to counter the ability to turn to Shinsu? Do they got hockey into TOG? I don't know, but like I'm sure like there's items and devices that can like hold, retain, or like keep Shinsu. Like I keep thinking, like, what if I had like a gourd that eats Shinsu, and if you become Shinsu itself, I can trap you in that gourd. Get what I'm saying? Like I know it's not perfect, and I'm sure there's a time, maybe there's a time limit or something we don't know yet. I think he hid that from us on purpose, so we have to be like, can this ability be stopped? I'm sure there's ways to circumvent it and come around. Did I say Enryu? Did I say that for real? I meant Enel. I meant Enel. Because Eneru, I meant because Eneru is his English like name. Did I say Zoro versus Eneru for real? I meant Zoro versus Enel. That's crazy. Eneru, the lightning dude. Goro Goro no Mi, Rumble Rumble fruit. My fault. That's my bad if I said that. SIU be cooking up a microwave specials. Other time it's gourmet. Zoro versus Urek. That's my fault, bro. That's my bad. Zoro versus Urek. Tower God characters are washing anyone in One Piece. I don't think One Piece characters are that strong. He gets off on that. You know what I'm saying? Man was special as well. Maybe his Dark Shinsu counters. I don't think this is a Dark Shinsu thing. I think you guys. I feel like a lot of you are holding on to dear hope about that. Like dark. Maybe we're not talking about the dark change. Maybe he's just his black Shinsu. Maybe what you mean, but I think he just copied it. Traumerei a real troll. He's unorthodox and likes to watch things burn. The DNA mix. The world burn. It's over for Elaine, man. Too bad Kun didn't bring along Elaine. The Grey Wolf branch is here. I can't wait for Elaine to get her moment and tell off her family for selling her out for profit. It's going to be a great cathartic moment for a beloved character. It's not happening. How do you guys think the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere would interact with Tiara turning into Shinsu? Destruction, devastation on her part. She's dead. She's gone. She's hurt. They got suspendium containers like what Leviathan was trapped in, but Leviathan is the goat and became one with the Shinsu in the prison while being sealed. My goat? Leviathan is a bum. Why are you hyping Leviathan? I'm so sick that you niggas had Leviathan high on Haku's list. Stop that. Cut that out. He's a plot device and a power up device. Elaine is literally on the other side of the tower with the tree with the other people. She's not coming here. Zerva's ender would be crazy though. That profits Shinsu bangs are over 9,000. Zoro might not be ready for it. Zoro will die in 2 seconds. Enryu would flick him into oblivion. Enryu could create life. He's not beating him. No one has it's just odd resistance. Maybe it's magic resistance too. Possibly. Stop hyping up Leviathan in my house. Okay? Stop it. Let's keep scrolling down. So to stuff with the mother. Did you guys feel bad for Sea Snake when Laura saw her? And he's like, "Why are you back?" And she like fainted. I'm like, dang. And I noticed that so Lilial and them are coming. They go in the room. So like mother, and she's like Lilial, and then she's like mother, and then she's like Shilial, and she's like looking down and biting her lip, almost out of shame, disgust, like she's not making eye contact with the better half of her daughters. What do you guys think that's really about? I want to hear your thoughts before I give you mine. What do you guys think that's really about though? What do you think? What are you thinking? Because I thought that was a significant moment, and I did feel a little bad for him. But I'm like, you're an ugly abomination snake thing. No one loves you. I'm sorry. It is what it is. We shallow. We superficial. What's the thing line? Adios. She is not worth it. I don't want her if she's not perfect. Okay. I forgot this isn't thing. Kubera characters don't get stuff. Leviathan is a tapeworm. I love that. I like that. Sea snake, that was sad. Randoms thought maybe Leviathan is the original sea snake or something to that effect. I don't know about that, but that'd be. I don't think so. I think he's the thing that thing created. Did Traumerei create the mud flat snakes? Actually, do we know that? I don't think we know. I don't think that's a thing. Sea snake somewhere listening to Drake. Laura fainted. The women couldn't handle the shame. I think my theory is that Shalal being the only one to truly and strongly inherit the snake's DNA is true. I think that's the case too. I think like in some weird way, like that, like yeah, like I think Lilian even says it like you're more my father than anything else. Shiliel and the snake have had it bad. I'm really surprised that Shiliel is born from the sea snake. Like actually, like legitimately, I almost want to say that, but I do think she had twins already though. I felt like the injection of the parts actually went all the thing because didn't Liliel get it after she was born and then she got more powerful? I think Laura and Celia have a feeling about falling out about Lilia. Better twin probably reminds her of Sea Snake. I kind of feel bad for him. Sea Snake doesn't have the maturity or life experience to handle this. He's a Hydra splitting murder machine. I hope he survives, but I feel like he'll sacrifice himself for the twins. I think he'll die too. She may not like Shilia because of the snake genes. I agree. Like it's or she likes her less. Like I think something that we don't admit a lot in life as human beings and as parents and stuff too. I'm not a parent, not yet. Hopefully someday. I'm like the 4 to 6 years. Give me like 5 years, and then I'm ready to start pumping out kids. But we have favorites, and I don't know why parents act like it's not true. I love all my children equally. No, the fuck you do not. No, the fuck you do not. You do not love your children equally. I have favorite nieces. I have a favorite parent, favorite sibling, favorite people. Like let's be honest about that. I don't think she necessarily hates or doesn't love Cilial like that. Maybe I don't know if it's a full hatred thing, but there's some disgust in like what I did and some shame and embarrassment. So she likes Lilial more, and Lilial is more in her literal likeness with the hair and everything. So I can see that like there's a favorite there's a hierarchy here. I think Shelia meant to be wasn't meant to be born. She was a child that she didn't want, and that might have raised suspicions on Laura having affairs. She hates Shelia because she's not a blonde. Damn, Naya Junior. We need to see four Naya Juniors. I want a boy and a girl, but I'm not trying more than 3 times. So if I get 3 boys or 3 girls, so be it. But I want a boy and a girl. So low key, if I get a boy and a girl, I'll stop. I'll stop. I feel bad for Shelia because she was probably neglected. I think she was. I think you could see a little bit too. I think she's a beauty and deserves loves and hugs. I'll give her the meat. I got the dick. That's what I'll give her. Bro, I hate when parents say they don't have favorites. Yeah, it's cap. It's cap. And I'm not even offended by it. It doesn't bother me. I'm not like I'm not my dad's favorite. I'm my mom's favorite. I'm not my dad's favorite. I'm okay with that. That does not bother me. That doesn't mean like I don't. That doesn't mean I think my dad doesn't care about me or love me or wouldn't do anything for me. But like, stop the cat, bro. Cut it out. It's okay. I prefer honesty. Like I have siblings I don't like. Like I would spit on. I'd spit on their grave. You know what I'm saying? Like there's favors to this shit. Lizard's probably the only person who understands true hatred for a sibling. He understands. He understands. Anytime she look at Shilial, she see the snake peeing and gets upset. Probably, maybe Shilial accepts snake as animal and parent. I think Shilial kind of is coming to terms with it. So yeah. I'll give Shilial my sea snake. Hold up, pink a better color than blonde, anyways. Facts. That's wild. So yeah, yeah. I have 4 siblings. I'm the second youngest of 5. Just imagine if Laura is like those Dojin females that are ashamed for liking the snake tentacle and got reminded about her dark kink every time she sees Shiliya. She's actually like really attracted to it, but she knows it's not like socially accepted, so she's like ashamed. Why are we being demonic? We're in Traumerei territory. Let's chill out. But yeah, I felt bad for him there. We made a promise. Why are you showing yourself with my daughter? And she fainted. Useless. And Shilial was even like kind of console him, like, it's all right. She was surprised. It's an emergency. Don't overthink it. My Laura. The girl with the hat goes off to find her guardian animal. Is she gonna die? Is she cooked? The FUG girl went back with Bam and them. I say that, but the chances of her finding her guardian animal escaping are likely zero. Yeah, it is. What's this? Then we're back in the room with the irregular. They're all fighting, and there's just a bunch of crazy stuff happening. Bam turning back into Shinsu. But the scene, I'm sorry, when Tiara makes her pen bigger and starts gracefully writing and gliding and skating across the ground with feminine grace and beauty and elegance, I was moved. But I think that pen is like her weapon. Her quill is like actually her weapon and shit. And that's the thing that actually is when she writes a scenario out. It doesn't need to be written in a book or on paper. As long as she can carve it into a surface somewhere, it'll happen. I like that. We don't kink shame here. I kink shame. I kink shame. I kink shame like, you know what? I don't, except for one. Zoophilia slash bestiality. You cannot come to the cookout if you're into that. I don't care. Everything else, for the most part, I feel as long as it's like legal and consensual and whatnot, I'm okay with. But I kink shame. I don't. I look down on that shit. You fucking dogs and horses, nah. Get out of here. Get out of here. Make it canon. Is that you? Snakes got yams once and never forgot about it. Traumerei was just there watching. The man is sick. Where did Jin Sung went if Traumerei already knew the escape plan? I have no idea. Like, I I don't. There's a part of it's like, is this smart on Traumerei's part? But Traumerei seems to have a finger on the pulse of what's happening in his family. So we'll have to see how it plays out. But I have no idea where Han Sung is going. But Bam also escaped too, technically. So we'll see where they end up. Different places, similar places, close proximity. No idea. Her pet Traum's main forces is Bam, so you don't care if this song left. I don't have high hopes, but I still want it. I really hope Shilly and Lilian can get some character development and characterization from this arc, especially if they stick around. We'll see. Tiara's pen like a sword low key. The furries are not okay. Why you king shaming Traumerei? Because he's a freak. Because he's an absolute monstrous freak demon. The best timeline, in my opinion, of this arc ends with Sea Snake surviving and Laura accepting her kink and leading to more Sea Snake babies, hybrids in the future. I feel like what TOD needs. Where's the diversity and inclusion in the tower? All right, we need some more, some mud flat snake niggas and women and whatnot. I wonder if the animal in the aquarium is the family animal the girl with the hat is looking for. Oh, that's fucking fascinating, Scope. And we see her like in the tank, like just floating, getting eaten because she's already been packed up. He packed up all those new regulars that he's brought there, so I won't be shocked if he kills Beanie Girl. But I like that. I really do. I kind of like that being the case. I don't know though. You're not rocking with Trump, then? I'm not. I'm giving him credit. I think again, I do think I was underestimating him a little bit and whatnot. And I'm gonna give him credit where credit is due, but I am not a Traumerei nigga. I will never be a Traumerei nigga. Make that very clear. I will never be a Traumerei nigga. I'm not interested. I'm not doing it. I don't want that. Okay? I'm good. I'm good off that. He a freak. He's strong. He got Cobalt. Shout out to Cobalt, but that's not my man's. Out of all the family heads that I've seen right now, I'm rocking with Gus Dang and could have the one, you know what I'm saying? Because he be slinging. He be slinging. He's spreading his seed. I wonder if the animal. Oh, I read that already. Furries, at least we hate near all. I really want to see a Traumerei change the portal destination. Like I could see him sending them to all the aquarium. What if he just sent them to his room? Just pop in his room, like, hello, motherfuckers. I feel like Traumerei is the one who shouldn't underestimate Bam because he's an irregular as well. That's a good point. I wonder if Traumerei uses a technique Urek used to describe and intercept Bam. Um, Sea Snake hybrid babies. Traumerei asks Arlene and V if he could Gustang stands here. I don't discredit Traumerei's family head status. I discredit him for being a nasty ass nigga, and there it is. Zahard better. Zahard is better. I like Jihad. I want Beanie Girl to survive. She reminds me of Ashripa. I see that. I see that now. Secretly, I see that now. I could see it. Hina. Man is not down with voyeurism. I'm not secretly, but I won't kink shame you for that. I think I think cuckoldry is absolutely embarrassingly pathetic. I can't. I don't understand that one. I don't get that one. But again, I would live your life. And Ari Han, father of the he's not around. One of my all time favorite moments in Tower God is Gusting clock blocking White on the floor of death. Yeah, that was awesome. A bug is a bug. Just took the souls back. Like you can't get out of here. You could try, go fly. Oh, what's that? You can't leave anyway. Give me the souls back. Traumerei a summoner, so I gotta respect him on principle. I'm not mad at that. Lopo B has some of the best waifus in Shinhue, but Trauma's a menace and needs to go. Facts. I still think the Lopo B family probably has the baddest women. Elaine, Alfine, Lilial. I don't like her, but she looked good. Shilial, she looked great. Laura looks good. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody important. Some more of them, but yeah. Traum not okay either. I don't blame Traum for underestimating Bab, considering he's probably familiar with the growth rate of other heads. Well, Bam's different. What I meant to say was, what if Trauma used spatial distortion Urek used to intercept Bam? But Urek stayed on the same floor when he did that. I don't know if this portal keeps him on the same floor or sends them elsewhere, but I could see him using it and not caring if a couple of lives were lost, if he's not as good with the spatial distortion technique. Over under 40 chapters till Bambi's Traumerei. No, not yet. Lafav's I'm forgetting. Yes, the heels. Rocket launcher in heels in the tights. That was clean. I fuck with her. I think Traumer just wants to buy some time and go to the battlefield himself because he wouldn't have left the branch heads. We're going to bring the traders to him. He'll have quality. Okay, fair. I could see Laura seeing Shilial as a normal monster who was always strong and indifferent. While the fact that Lilia was so weak and needed additional care via feeding her snakes made Laura more attached to her, a little bit of pity as well as seeing her own self in her. I think those are all things that could possibly contribute to why she obviously kind of plays favorites amongst her two children. What do you think of Kun not winning in a scene where intelligence makes right? If we think that's his most important trait, even if against a family head. I just think he got beaten here. And I don't, I as much as smart as Aguero is, I don't think he should be smarter than Traumerei. If Traumerei has lived this much, as this long, because I don't think a regular strength and your ability to ignore the rules of the tower, being Neo in the Matrix, essentially is the best way. Is one of the very simple ways I explain irregulars, because you can bend the rules and the systems and not follow them. I think that doesn't necessarily correlate to intellect. But if he's very good at chess and he has lived this long, the amount of wisdom and experience should be leagues above anything Aguero could possibly come up with the limited life that he spent. I just think it's one of those things where he simply just hasn't lived long enough to be able to pull off something to that magnitude. Can he outsmart a ranker? Sure. Upper ranker? Yes. High ranker? For sure. But I think SIU was trying to show a separation here. When it comes to family heads in all aspects, think of every attribute. They cannot hang. They are different. And I like that. I like it that way. I think it should be that way. Aguero had his moment. I respect the attempt, but he's not there yet. I think one day he will, though, because he wants to supplant Kunadwan someday, right? So I think he'll get there at some point. Yeah, when we get to the age of the family, there's gonna be loads of queens for sure. They may not be what some are into, but they'll look good, I think. Did you notice that Tron was sitting on the Shinsu black hole sphere while playing chess? Well, I was saying that I can see it looked like the Shinwan Ryu all creatures release thing, and we're talking about maybe he compressed him or whatnot. But I don't know if that's literally what that was, but it looks like he was just sitting on a bunch of different monsters and whatnot. and the room had like the double helix DNA thing going. It was very distorted. It looked like there was no top or bottom, just a weird like space time room. So, but it was really cool. I liked it. It was really cool. We need to save Lvov's kids. We already here. Facts. Um, what if? Oh no, I don't think so. I'm waiting for Trump to start training Bam. Like, how the hell did he expect Bam to be useful against Gustang? Not yet. Not yet. In due time, probably. Why would she view him as abnormally strong? Special princess. Why do you think Tron would have Bam eat this shooting away for more powers? Tron looked at Kun and said, "Oh brother, another kid I need to son." Um, if it has to do with strength, I just think because of comparison to Lilia, I don't think Lilia is some specifically abnormally strong person. I think that's a fair point. Kun had, I just think that she got the snake's power organically through birth and the eating of the snakes, where Lilia got that after birth. Kun also has org- an organic reason to care about Bam and become more emotionally mature. So he's the anchor for Bam too. Nah. This chapter solidified to me that Kun might not surpass Idwan. Oh, okay. Well, maybe intellectually. I don't know, because I always wonder where the conniving, cunning slyness of the family comes from. Because based on what I've seen from Kun Idwan, obviously it's just on the data floor. He never came across to me as that cunning. Macheni, Aguero, and other people have shown more of that, but I still think he'll become the family head more often than not. Kind of off topic, do you think any of the regulars in Tower, loose like a Dory, could touch or give a good fight to a family heads or the other irregulars? Maybe Bam, because Bam's on the come up, but not the family heads. No, but I do think that loose leg. I don't know if it's strong enough or has enough gravitas or some type of ability or weapon or knowledge related to the 10 great families that if he moves, a family head will move in accordance to keep him in check. But I don't think so. At this point, I'm going to go with no. I would like to be wrong though. To have a couple of exceptions in the tower who were born in the tower that are just these complete abnormal outliers that can hang or do something to them, but I doubt it. I don't think Bayek Ryun either, personally speaking. Yo, Kun saw Traum eye to eye and survived. That's actually a mega rare opportunity. Super feat. Fair. That's true. Who do you think is more clever as a strategist, Kun or Shibisu? I've actually made a video comparing them, and I'm very proud of it. So go watch that. I think it's called "Who is Shibisu more intelligent than Aguero?" I think Shibisu is more intelligent than Aguero. I do think he's smarter. The thing about Isu is that he's not as conniving. He's not as Hun will plunge his hands in the mud in the dirt and do something underhanded, evil, if you want to call it that, a backhanded, you know what I'm saying, in order to win. Shabisu's too good of a person to really do that. Like he'll try to come up with a plan in good faith more often than not. Where if 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 Aguero had to come up with a plan that and White dies in the process, but him, Rack, and Bam live, he'll sacrifice White. Shibisu would struggle with that more with morality. So I've always thought he was smarter. I just don't think that he's willing to go as far as Aguero is willing to go, and thus that makes Aguero a little more useful in these type of scenarios. That's my takeaway. Loose Leg probably has tricks to do at least decent harm. He has to, right? I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I haven't seen Loose Leg. I can't give you that answer. I have no idea. She's went to Sea Snake to empower her child. Shilial clearly was the outcome of the snake's effect, which would invoke a bit of shame. Am I abnormally strong in comparison to Lilial? After this arc, I may need to see the twins meet up with Maria and maybe talk to Masheni. Iguana Gaslighter, that's the secret to his harem. Is definitely due to the environment. If all the family heads kill each other in a civil war, Bam's allies won't need to be as strong as the family head. Interesting way to look at it. I think the family heads would win, but they wouldn't one shot. They'd have to actually care. You think so? Okay. If I had to guess, maybe she dislikes Shilial or likes her less than Lilia. Maybe because Shilial doesn't mind who her father is. It seems like that at least. Or maybe she does view her more like the snake's child, unlike Lilia, who's apparently wasn't fully hers or something since she needed this little snakes to feed off. Then again, she wouldn't dislike her more for that. I don't know. Kind of think Bam and Co will have it rough versus the branch heads. I'm sorry. I have to see that. I just have to see that. I'm so tired of me. I'm so tired of everyone doing that. And every time Bam goes up against a high ranker, he packs them. I'm not like I just don't understand the like. You have the history. You have it there. Until I'm proven otherwise, I do not. I'm CBL. I mean this shit. I don't care if Spider Mommy pulls up. Bam is hitting her with the reverse Shinsu, reverse control, FUG butterfly wave technique. I gotta see it to believe it. I'm not going against Bam ever again in my life. What you're saying is, Naya, we should keep our eyes peeled for potential Shibisu dark changes. He must become the straight menace of life we have never seen. Exactly. I think their IQs is about even. Guerrero just more morally corrupt as he tends to overthink. But remember, he figured out the door test, plastic bag, already put the idea in the head, so he second guessed himself. Facts. Mission plastic bag. Mitsubishi going dark could be interesting. No, kid, don't do it. We don't want that. What's the point of that? Really, actually, like sincerely, and Mitsubishi is now a dark character. What does that do? Why do we need that? Which other family head would you like to be pulled into the war? Me personally, pick one. You're Urine just because Hodge Sung and Yuri are tangentially involved. Even though I don't know if she knows that. So because of that, maybe Ha Urine. But and I feel like with the stuff that happened with Yuri, maybe in some of the Ha family, that she might want stick. I remember there's some conflict there. Like what if she like renounces Jihad and goes like the Gustang route or something? So that's kind of me. What I'm thinking. Dewan's probably the other one because Aguero's here and stuff, and Macheni played a part in this, and so was Marco Asensio at some point and everything. Those are only two. I actually would save like the other family heads for later on. I wouldn't want like two Puri or something or Blood Matter. Save them for later. Shibisu Black might be the one. Is crazy. The real CB. I'm told you. I'm the. Oddly enough, when it's all said and done, I'm the nigga. I'm the one who believes in Bam. It's me. I don't be doubting him. Everyone, oh, maybe this time. Like, all right. The only person who could put Bam down at this point would need to be another irregular, and even then, I might put my money on Bam since he's yet to use everything he's got. I'm not mad at that line of thinking. Urine and anyone definitely. Okay, that is not the story anyways. Urine. But Jihad paused and said, fine, as you wish. Wait, sorry. Fromm keeps talking about fate. But what if Rachel uses Emily and Trom's plans falls through and he has to pause and think why? But Jihad paused and said it's fine as you wish. So I wonder if Jihad saw something in the future for Trom because of his actions. Possibly. Listen, Bam being a family head would not surprise me at all. But that would completely take me out the story though. Like if you want me to quit Tower of God, within the next 40 chapters, like you said earlier, have him be the family head, and I'll quit. I'll stop reading this shit. I really will. I wouldn't read it anymore. I'll be done. I would rage quit. Pengru, the end, blah blah blah. And this is when Aguero challenges him, and then Bam and Rack do something, and they get rid of they get rid of Holland. So let's go to current chapter, I guess. I mean, we've been kind of all over the place though. So yeah. Nah, Naya, nah, Naya. You doubt Bam against a family head? I say Bam gonna win. If SCU can make Bam against White, he can do this too. Nah, bro. That's too much. That's too much. You don't see like family heads as like kind of like end game, end of series type of players, unless we're thinking that whatever is locked off in the tower from the 134th floor and above is actually more monstrous than Enryu and people we've seen here. Unless your line of thinking is like that, I don't actually. I think we're playing into the joke of Bam being unstoppable too far at this point. I think you guys are doing the most at this point. I really do. I get it. I hear you. I understand why you think that, but I think you're going too far at that point. Uh, but can Bam beat Zoro? Of course he can. What the hell? If Zoro comes in here, he's not beating regulars. Like, I want you to understand this. One Piece characters are not that strong. High key rat, get out of here. I'm tired of seeing him and the shift of the land, stupid ass jokes. No, Phantom Minim's obviously the real end game for TOG. There you go. Anything in this chapter I need to speak about? So Guerrero challenges him. He gets packed up, and yeah, this is just pretty much them escaping, but Aguero thinking he had done something and he ain't do nothing. So we'll see how these branch family people do. But that was good. That was good. That those two chapters were good though. I enjoyed them. They were nice. I don't got any major complaints or anything of the sort. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm feeling? Where was I just now? Hatch greater than Zoro too, huh? Yep. Beat White, who was strong as a squadron commander, who was around a ranker princess. Obviously, princesses are different in strength, but with the average ranker, so I don't think Bam would struggle against a branch head. I'm totally with you there. That he's not struggling with, in my opinion. Maybe they have some weird abilities that he has to figure out, but no, I don't see him losing to them either. This is probably isn't the case, but what if Rachel had Gustang at the Icarus book unveiling to him the past that's been doctored? To who? To Aguero? What if Rachel have the Gustang and the Icarus book unveiling to him the past? Scope. Let me know what you mean. Elaborate. Did you say something earlier that I didn't see? Yeah, elaborate. No doubt, he beats branch heads. Naya Zordox today are because of the Dragon Ball episodes yesterday. Oh, Dragon Ball piece yesterday. They being annoying. Oh. Okay, I get it. Oh, um, I've been in Zelda land for so long. I don't know what's going on. I'm guessing that Zoro fought against the king or something. Did the king fight happen already? Is that what it is? I'm not sure if it's already asked, but your thoughts on how Traumer is going to handle Aguero now? Traumer refused to just murder people who deserve it, so was Aguero going to get locked up again? He's going to throw him in the tank. And if Scope is right, the creature in the aquarium is the guardian family that the Beanie Girl's looking for, and maybe they can cook something up. I still think he had one extra contingency somewhere. I don't know though, but yeah, I think maybe at the end of the day, having Aguero there could be the thing that forces Bam to come back. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So if he says the branch heads after them and doesn't work, he could be like, okay, I have Aguero though, so you gotta come here. He's like, fuck, here I come. So yeah. No Cabrera today. No. Did you watch the new episode of Zoro? No, I haven't watched One Piece. I don't watch One Piece. I usually would look at a clip and see where it's at, but I haven't checked in like a month plus. I haven't checked, so no, I didn't see. I'm sorry, Hat's not beating Zoro. Oh, I said that like not really like not being serious. I don't care what you think. I really don't. Yeah, Zoro versus King. Good thing you off Twitter. Yeah, I don't. I just been playing Zelda, bro. I don't tell you guys. Tears of the Kingdom has all my attention. I'm telling you, I'm fighting for my life talking about Tower God right now because I just have half of mine to be like, all right, stream's over, and to turn to the left and press power. Just press the middle button and keep pressing buttons. I am fighting for my life. Ah, Zelda, I need to save the kingdom, Hyrule. I'm not coming back to mid piece until they animate my law clapping Big Mom. I didn't like that last scene that I saw with him and Kid using their awakened ability. That was terrible. So I'm just done. What if Rachel gave Gustang the book Hood was set up to read about Icarus? The book presented alternate history he wasn't aware of prior to reading it. Oh, I don't think so. Because I think what he brought up about Icarus. Oh, I think the Icarus thing is why maybe Traumerei won't straight up kill Aguero. So you just gave me a thought. Maybe Dorsey is Kud's escape plan, Bong Bong Merchant. Because I don't think she's on the ship, is she? Then I'm checking back out of Dragon Piece that Gustang wasn't aware of. We get a discussion every week. Kubera's only once every 3 weeks. We're not getting the content. Well, I don't have the same people that I used to have the conversation with anymore. So it's just been difficult. But I still do my best to put out the Kubera content that I can. Ultimately, if you feel that way, I'm not mad at you for rescinding your Patreon, whatever the case is. I can't fault you for that. That's how you feel. But I do not get money from Kubera. I keep telling you guys this. I have no monetary incentive to go above and beyond. I Some videos barely break 100 views, and sometimes I put out like Tower of God content that go like 1K. Like I don't think that's particularly fair to me, because I pretty much did like free Kubera labor for so long. I can't do anything about it at this point. Tower of God is the thing that moves the masses, so I'm gonna lean into that. I'm not killing myself making Kubera content for people not to watch it. If you feel that way, back out. I'm not mad at that. You totally within your right. It is your money. I'll do my best, but I can only do what I can do. So there's so many projects I wanted to do, but I'm like, y'all not watching. I'm not. I can't do this. I don't have the time. I work 3 jobs, bro. 3. Um, at least 120 hours in Zelda before you can do the main story. That's the canon way to play. No debate. Big facts. 100%. That's exactly what you got to do. Big Mom deserved better. She's supposed to be a monstrous kaiju image. Yeah, I feel you. And Dorsey stayed behind it because I think she's still there. So I wonder. I wonder if that. I don't know. I feel like he's doing it. You good? No pressure. Kubera low key just ruined everything for me. No, I get it. Like look. I gotta do what the people watch at this point. Okay. I gotta do what the people want. That's all I'm saying. Any interested in pivoting Kubert to JoJo or One Piece? I'm not doing One Piece. I know my name's Nia Hemmings, but I don't care about One Piece content. People don't watch that either. It's my favorite manga, but they don't watch that, so it's fine. I'm at the point now that I have to find a middle ground between what it is people come for and what it is I want to do. But chances are, I might not be doing this for much longer. If I'm being quite honest, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. I might just one day be like, hey guys, thank you for the years, and I'm out. So too bad it's not bigger and getting more love. No blame to me because I think I've put a lot of people on it. I've had some people from the Kubera people Discord and stuff be like, you've helped the popularity a lot. I think I've done as much as I could. I've been It is what it is. I'm not mad at that though. End of the day, if it was maybe if it was more popular, there was something we can do about it. But it is what it is. That all being said, what was your favorite panel on this chapter? Mine was the Yuri one. The one where she did the big attack and she was kind of silhouetted in the little sphere. That looked crazy. That was good. As far as lines go, it's basically when Traumerei reverse Uno'd. I've played Uno now. I've played Uno now officially, so now I know how the rules work. Like reverse Uno'd him, and it's like, oh no, like I knew what you were doing the whole time. You're a bum. I was like, clean. That was clean. So Zelda content, probably not, because I've had Zelda content before, and I moved it to the other channel because no one really watches it. I really mean this. If I put a Tower of God video, I feel like nobody cares. I really feel that way. And even sometimes with Tower of God, I don't think they really care. I'm not big. I'm not important. It is what it is. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I've made peace with being a niche content creator in that sense. I would just like a little more incentive to do more Kubera stuff. And until then, I'm just not killing myself. I work 3 jobs, bro. I work 3 jobs. But not there'll probably more JoJo stuff. Kun standing on Drum's coat while getting sunned. I like Traumerei sitting on his Shinwanri. That was clean. Yeah. Kun behind Traum. Yep. The one where Traum was sitting on the orb when Kun was at the door. I feel it. That's clean. Off topic, real quick. Do you have any prior streams on Avatar: The Last Airbender, um, The Legend of Korra, or Kingdom Hearts? Yes. If you go into I think I have a really early video when I first started about Riku being like the main character in Kingdom Hearts. I think I have a couple of Kingdom Hearts streams. One of the first videos that I made that I'm very proud of, and if you want to read the article version, I'll also post it here if that's easier. It's a contrast and comparison of Legend of Korra versus Avatar: The Last Airbender. El Patreon, what's going on, everybody? I appreciate the support as always. Shout out to the CBL, the Certified BAM lovers, but I gotta give a little bigger shout out to the Priest of Fire, Certified Realist lovers. Are they the real CBLs? I don't know, but humongous shout out to my tier 3s, the Fifth Zen Gods. Big shout out to Abdel, Alan, Andrew, Ashu, Childish New Jabbis, Dang, Tris, Infinite Creative Studio, Jacob Holland, Johnny Rogers, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Mackay, Maury, Raf ZB, Revenant, Scobe, Simi, Sonny Katapali, Tino Brown, Urek Mazzino, Zachary Cooper, Zodiac Nemco, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.